God damn it, Adrian. What is up, dudes? How are y'all doing? And welcome back to Baten Kaitos. Hopefully the big build up towards the final battle. I have done some preparation. I have spent a better part of like 6-7 hours trying to um get a better setup going. So most of the deck is now upgraded to at least level 4 or above, so we no longer have to rely too much on level 2 spells to fill the void. But since we have the opportunity to grind things out, I'm just gonna do like a flat out attempt and see if that works. If not, then we go back to the drawing board and see how long it takes us to beat this final boss. Hopefully everybody is doing well. Loin, Adrian, Helios, how's it going? Sakradash, how's it going? I have a little bit of bad news. Uh, so I got COVID again, and I am rapidly starting to feel more and more like shit. Um, so I don't know if I can do anything besides this. I don't even know if I can finish this today. We'll just see where the stream takes us. All right? All right. That sounds like a good idea. Let's start this with some good sounds. Yeah. It's my favorite kind of noise. So yeah, last we left off, I was level 65. Yeah, if you start to fade, go to bed. That's the plan. In contrast to the previous bits and pieces that we've done, I am now capable of doing upwards of 5,000 damage per round, so per character per round, I should say. So we're gonna see how that's gonna turn out, and hopefully I'll be able to process the data enough to actually use the number system to my advantage instead of not using it at all, which has been my go-to throughout this entire playthrough. But we'll see. We'll see. Despite not feeling too well, I'm in a really good mood today, so I'm not gonna complain too much. Oh, I did 3, 4, 2, 1. Okay, yeah, and that's fair. Gotta wait for them to pass. Right. Their hitboxes are in a weird spot. Oh, this is gonna be tougher than I thought. We'll see though. There are a few things that I need to switch out on Mizuti still, but we'll get to that in just a bit. But yeah, a lot less Fireburst 3. It's a lot more Fireburst 6 instead. I'm quite happy with that. I did attempt to do the final boss with some of the other characters, but the main problem is the overall versatility that you need to attribute to your party to deal with a lot of the switching elements. Which is arguably the hardest part of the game so far. It's just trying to figure out what elements to take advantage of at what point. And as a result, your deck kind of becomes divided a lot, and you have a lot of contradictions in your hand. So like a lot of light and dark cards in the same hand, light of water and fire, etc. And it doesn't really work all that well most of the time. You get a lot of situations like this, but thankfully Callus doesn't need a whole lot of extra damage, just needs the raw physical stuff in order to get the most out of it. At least that's the conclusion I've come to. And I will say, I've noticed that it's a lot easier for me to follow the confused patterns because of the motion. Like it's much easier to glance get all the information you need at a glance. So I'm quite happy that I permanently confused a lot of my party members. And one of the benefits is that these enemies in particular dropped a Muramasa blade, which is one of the stronger man, I thought I had something good going. I can't pair either anymore, so fuck it. But yeah, I've been spending a lot of time trying to replace as much as I can, which with more effective cards or just power-ups in general, and it's been going rather well, I'd say. The only downside to this game's structure surrounding the way that you accumulate cards is that it takes a very long time to actually grind stuff out. So even if you do gain a bunch of levels, it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have the cards to back it up, because you can't mitigate the correct amount of damage. So it's been a lot of like trying to figure out how the hell am I gonna like actually do this. Yeah, just go for damage. The only thing that trips me up is that Kaitos has a tendency to speed up mid combo. So every once in a while he'll just smack you out of your combo cycle because you weren't paying enough attention, or attention in the right way, I should say. It is kind of cool though to go from being super pissed about the way that this fight is handled to just full-on exploiting it. Very satisfying. I'm gonna make a safety save here on the third slot. Man. Like, at a certain point in a combo, if you have something good going, you have to decide very rapidly what the first number is that you're going to go for. If that doesn't match, you just go for whatever you have on hand. It also helps that I have well over 2,000 HP more on one of the characters. One of the characters I think started with like 4k and is now past 6, I think. Yeah, Kaitos. Like one of the items that you find in this dungeon is a is a pie that gives you 30,000 experience, so that really rapidly just kind of gives you 6 5 4 3 2. Just look at the bonus damage you get. Hey Steve, how's it going? And Thomas, how's it going? So yeah, that was part of the mechanic that I wasn't using. Unfortunately it's based on the maximum damage that you do, so it's based on the total. But this also counts defensively. So if I have the option to defensively start pairing or start pulling a straight, that's perfect. That's what you want, because it also mitigates the elemental damage. It's like a nice little bonus for like paying attention. I did notice something on Mizuti though that I never changed. Because, like, there are a lot of good items to find here, but not everything is going to be as worthwhile as you want it to be. Especially things like the custard and the like. It's like you're better off replacing it with something that heals a lot more in a single go, so you're not as dependent on the full hand of cards to get that done. Also going to replace the wasabi root because basically the holy grail does pretty much the same thing, and same principle applies to healing as well. I still have not figured out how the hell to get on top of this one, though. Oh! What does the golden helm do? Ooh! Okay, that nifty. I am of approval. Also have to replace a blood sword with one of these bad boys. Yeah, I should not. Yeah, I have one more blood sword remaining. I've been culling a lot of the dark blades that I've been finding. Also, this can probably go. I don't have enough light to back that up, so I'm just mostly shooting myself in the foot with that one. How about something that heals, or just re-add the blood sword? Why not? Let's try that. See if that works. One more boot. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I want to see how much this does with the contradiction in there. Still quite a lot at minus 50% on the dark damage. Yeah, that's the only thing I got. Ooh, wait, no. It keeps going. It's not gonna do a whole lot, but you know, something is better than nothing. I'm 10 out of 25 legendary monsters into catching the legendaries from other generations in the DLC. Is it still the case that somebody dunked a Lugia in the lake? Because that was really funny to me. Last minute good card? Yes! Yes! I was looking for that one. Robe of the Ocean. Look at that base defense. That is nuts. I like it. 225 with an additional 135 on top of that. If the counter element is fire, which is what the boss has been shifting to quite significantly. Oh, look, he has dumped in the lake around this time around. Man, that would have been so cool. All right, round 1. Let's go. I gotta turn up the volume a little bit because the battle theme is a fucking monster. All right, starting off as Dark Element. Are y'all ready? Are y'all sitting down? let's go. 5. 6. Successful. 7. Breaking that. Hey, Kieran, how's it going? How much? 18,071 remaining. 18,971 remaining. I'm doing all right considering I got the old C virus again, so I'm a bit in and out at times. It's a bit unfortunate. Fuck. Gotta wait that one out. I'm gonna toss this one. How's the household faring? So far, so good, I'd say. I don't have any 6s left. No! I want to see how much damage this mitigates if I just let it ring. How much? Damn, that still subtracts a lot considering I let 4 hits go. 7. You know what? Bit of a slow start. How's the household faring? Gypsy has got it worse than me. Worf is asleep, and I am doing all right. Tossing that. Should still get the straight bone. Oh no, wait, fuck. And that's on me. That's on me. Yeah, I couldn't fully commit to that. But yeah, she definitely got it worse than me. I'm doing quite all right, all things considered. And let's get the extra defensive bonus on. Ooh, nice. Got a good setup here. Man. Let's just keep going. Good start. I'm not getting exactly the turns I need, but I do have a backup in case he starts doing the enchanted blade stuff, which I do not like. 8. I'm still hoping for a relatively hefty light combo here, but 5, 4, 3. Let's see how much damage that did. 1,200. Okay. So that means that I can do a lot more with a lot less, which is good. This should heal extra. It goes 8-7. hesitated too much. Like, I'm still getting quite substantial amounts of damage out of this. Fuck. Just not really used to it yet. Oh, here we go. Seal of Entropy turned to light. Alright, you got it, buddy. Oh, now the light combos show up. Son of a bitch. Okay, let's start. 4. Do I have a 3? Nope. We're committing to the bit. If he changes to dark, this boy is fucked. I did a full light combo on him in sequence, and it hit him for well over 5k damage. I'll take it. How's the battle going? So far, so good. We're in a decent position right now. He is not enchanted blading us, which I'm very happy about. I'm gonna toss this. Oh, that's not a good position to be in. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Hold up. Man. There we go. At least some damage mitigation. Good lord. Yeah, I figured as much. That's fine, though. Ooh. Oh, we're in bullshit territory. Gotcha. Understand. Toss that. Toss that. Don't toss that. Toss that. Do not toss that. Whatever you do, do not toss that. I am going to need to heal one of the two. Who's had it worse? Zilla has had it worse. Ooh, fuck. Oh well, maxed around. Don't have anything to follow that up with. Do have the broken ocean mirror though. You should still get quite a lot from the dark damage, yeah. Oh, it's nicely divided at the very least. Let's get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. I'm also just trying to figure out what the best order is to start tossing things in. Like, I should have a pretty hefty physical defense as is. Yeah, and there you go. Zilla time. That's a 7. That's a 6. That's a 5. That's a 4. That's a 3. That's a 2. That's a 1. Let's go. How much? Look at that. Okay, doing a bit of a gamble here. 6, 5, 4, 3. Fuck it. It's a shame, but I did want to get rid of the Alias Fall ASAP. Still does a lot of damage. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full straight. Oh, fuck. Damn it. He countered the last one. Oh, wait. His phase shift is a mandatory one? Really? That's rude. Yeah, don't think I'm not going to use my items to boost my defense, buddy. Not sure if I want to bet on it. Okay, it's a dark arrow. That's good. He's likely going to do that stupid stunt he did before with the 3 blades. But the plus side is I gave Kalos a massive boost against sleep, so he should not fall asleep anymore. Because resistance is stupid against that. This is fine. Are you serious right now? Mizuti, please. Yeah, playing it safe. Going for double reshuffle. I should be fine on that. Wait, no, please don't hurt me. Ah, shit, really? Right on this sequence? How much? It is not a whole lot of damage raw, though. Yeah, that's not gonna work anymore. Was not paying attention. I should be able to get one more. He's gonna Enchanted Blade Gallus after this. Oh, that's why. Gotcha. He's getting 1,200 back. Oh, 600. That is good. Gallus, my boy. I could have paired this really nicely with just a bunch of 2s, but I did not. Enchanted Blade! Becoming predictable, buddy. But that does mean that we have substantially beat the 10k mark. You only got back about 2,500, which is good. And a 1. And the Mizuti. Not gonna take any risks. Phantom Dust, as in the Xbox game? Yeah, I don't got nothing, buddy. You gotta wait a turn. I have not, since it never came out in PAL territories, but I heard it's pretty good. Okay, he's gonna Dark Arrow now. It's gonna hit for like 2k, I think. Oh, jeez. Please stop. And he's getting another attack. Just playing it a bit safer here. Let's see. Let's start hitting him. What do the numbers outside of the outside on the outside of the cards represent sequential numbers. Basically, you can either pair them up, so all fives, all sixes, or do like a couple of fives, couple of sixes. As long as you're pairing, right? You get a bonus. If you do in sequence, you get a larger bonus. And thank you, Naru. Appreciate it. Just singing. So in a best case scenario, you get a 1 to 9 and get a beautiful finisher on a weakness, and you do a shitload of damage. In the worst case scenario, you get nothing, and you're just kind of sitting there going like, I wonder where I went wrong. Oh, wait, that's dark entropy. Let's go. The main benefit of being out of cards is I can sip my coffee. Dark arrow. That's gonna be like a good 2k at least. Oh wait, Mizudi was naturally. Ooh, yeah, that's dangerous. Okay, so everybody is kind of back to normal, right? 6, 5, 4, 3. Fuck. Can't do anything anymore. So that's kind of the downside to the way that the system works, is that you're not always going to get the good thing that you're aiming for. So you're trying to, in a usual case, you're trying to gather as much of like the same elements, same number as possible. Usually a character is strong in like 1 or 2 elements at max. Like Callus is really good at dark and fire, for instance. But then you get characters like Mizudi who are basically all-round casters, and you can just sort of pile a bunch of stuff on them. In this fight, the final boss does something called the entropy thing, Seal of Entropy, where he switches his element around, and that's kind of the biggest downfall at times. 9, 8, 7. Fuck it. But yeah, you see, like, sometimes things just kind of go out of the window because you don't have any other options, and that just kind of sucks. I could have gone 7, 8, 9. That's a waste. Oh well. Seeing many possibilities though. Ooh, hello. I'm gonna put that away. Did I ever hit the Forlorn though? Come on, give me defensive options, please. Thank you. That's one at least. Get rid of that. Sun coin heals. That's gonna put Mizudi real low. Okay, gonna have to heal. I do have a good turn set up for Zella next though. And gonna have to heal again. So like generally, like sequential numbers will give a higher bonus on anything, like higher defense, higher healing, higher status probabilities, and stuff like that, and also higher damage. But it's all like at the end. So even if you have a lousy turn, as long as you sequence it, there you basically have the option to double or triple your damage. Let's get Zella one. If I have any use for that. Please attack Callus. Please. Thank you. Callus basically has his entire defensive attire there. Fuck. That's not a Callus. His system is pretty cool. The way it's handled is not very good. Like it's oh fuck, enchanted blade. Don't do the thing. Wait, no. Did I reach him to shuffle? That would be interesting. I've never seen this guy shuffle before. Still have a really strong turn on Zella, though. Thank you. Jesus Christ, Callus, draw your swords. Avocado is good as well. I'll take it. Fuck it. Going all in, baby. This is gonna hurt. Hey Zorba, how's it going? Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm gonna be a bit selfish here and just fully heal Callus. Outside of the COVID, I'm doing pretty well. Entropy. Change to wind. Nice. I have something for that. Ooh, hello. Potential. God damn it, Mizuti. Like, your fucking defensive cards can't all be at the end of the line. Oh, they are. Yeah, this might be the end of Mizuti. That's gonna be painful. Okay, I might be able to salvage this. As long as he doesn't Dark Arrow after this, should be fine. Like, everybody's getting real low, so this is kind of a difficult situation to be in. I'm also getting, like, the worst hands possible again. But there is a very high potential that... Ooh, hello. That he's going to have to shuffle after his turn. It feels like it's about time, at least. Okay, one more. Get it out of your system, buddy. Dude, seriously? What the fuck? I really hate the design of this boss, though. Like, it's genuinely one of the worst things in the game. There is no, like, straight up rhyme or reason as to why, why the boss would get intermittent turns like that. Ooh, nice. Ooh, nice. Like, I'm on my second shuffle already because of this. I hope that Mizuti... Yeah, Mizuti has a turn. No. 6. Oh, never mind. I am gonna go to town on this guy. Oh, now the avocado shows up. Ooh. Forlorn is such a good card to have in this situation. Oh? Wait, did I accidentally pair? You got 5, 5, 2, 2. Oh, yeah, I did. Jesus Christ, look at that damage. Oh. Oh! Okay. Let me heal. It's gonna be such a dick move to immediately go into the next fight with what we have. Okay, at least this fight is done. So no matter what happens in the next fight, I can retry. Unless I go back. Though, if I remember correctly, the next fight is a gimmick, so just need to get a special off. Which means that I always have to have one slot open. So I'll use 8 cards instead of 9. Maybe. I know it's a Guardian Spirit Callus based fight. That's all I remember. Diagonally. I just figured out that on this mic, by the way, I can tap the cable and it just does like a little pop. Oh, this is where the deal was made. Ew. Oh, yeah, okay, that explains why Callus actually agreed to it. That was the one thing I was wondering. Like, what moment in Callus's story ended up with him taking such a bad deal? Chucks a blue eyes white dragon at his feet. It's fine. Everything is ichi.
なんだか体が熱っぽくて。まあ、お風邪でもひかれたら大変ですわ。さあさあ、早くお部屋へ。ええ。お嬢様、どうなさいました？まあ、血が。おめでとうございます。これでミローディア様はミラコー家の正当な後継者となられたのですわ。正当な後継者。
They did not end the game on that.
そうですとも。もうこれからは当家の立派なレディーとして私がカルブレン家の。ええ、お勉強だけじゃありません。きちんとしたレディーのたしなみを。
ならば継ぐべきものを継がせてやろう。
え？今何か言った？ですからこれからは新たにダンス、乗馬にアープレドのお稽古も。
Oh, that's the constellation chart, right? Chart. All right, one more to go. We got this, chat.
ローディア。ミローディア。聞こえるか、ミローディア。言ったろ、迎えに来たって。さあ、帰ろう。一緒に、みんなのところへ。もういいんだ。終わらせよう、ミローディア。これ以上こんなとこにいたら、永遠に出られなくなっちまうぞ。ちくしょう、起きろったら。お前一人だけこんなところに残してはいけない。ダメだ、俺一人の声じゃミローディアに届かない。力を貸してくれ、いいか。
Where's the bust out the air
起きろ、
horn?
ミローディア。
Just put a foghorn next to her ear and just go. I'll wake her up. Hey, Gekizembu, how's it
よ
going?
し、やったぞ。聞こえるか、ミローディア。俺たちの声が聞こえたなら頼むから目を覚ませ。
兄さん。
ちくしょう、カラスのやつはまだが。
もうこれまでか。
The Jerry Lowenthal screaming alarm clock would be great, though.
ミローディア。
Okay, we're just gonna have that conversation while the God of Destruction is just kind of vibing in the background.
ああ、大 大丈夫だ。
Please let me be healed.
ごめんなさい。
Wait, why is she blue?
よし、マルペルシュロを眠らせてやろう。いい加減あいつを1000年の呪縛から解き放ってやらないと。
何者も滅びの定めからは逃れる。だが滅び自体もまたしかり。
Oh, that's the twist. Got it.
でも仁義は皆砕けてしまっている。一体
You
どうす
just
れば
can't ask people where to watch me.
私があの子が言っているの。昔の魔導士たちは精霊を宿し、その力で仁義も私のエンドマグナスとカラスの命のそして精霊の力を一つにすれば。
やれるか。
ええ、やらなくちゃ。せめて私が眠らせてあげなきゃ。
よし、いいか。
Let's do it. I love how he's just like, oh yeah, take your time, guys. I'm just gonna stand here for a bit. Oh, okay. Bit awkward, guys, but I'll take it. Oh.
姫様。
苦しかったでしょ。悲しかったでしょ。ごめん、ごめんね。海へおかえり。
For fuck's sake, Adrian.
終わったのか。
いけない。異界に引き込まれる。
Of course it's not over. It's a Monolith game. What do you think? We need to have 1200 endings. Like, Lord of the Rings trilogy ain't got shit on Xenoblade.
急げみんな。 シェラ、早く。
Take your time. Wee! I feel like these are all like placeholder cinematics to kind of help direct the FMV cutscenes. They were meant to be in this. Like, you see this shot in the opening of Gorhydrai just shattering, but oh, okay. Oh no, it's breaking the 4:3 ratio. Like, I do wonder what this game would look like with fully restored cutscenes. So, like, there are like behind the scenes footage bits with the original FMV cutscenes in place. I'm not going to question the physics behind islands falling at terminal velocity, but here we are. Okay, that is a very cool visual, though. I can see where Xenoblade got the ideas from. Giant dudes holding PNGs. It would be interesting to kind of dissect the thematic overlap between all of the games, though. Like, especially with the design for world building. If we become the Panzer Dragoon, we're not in a biomechanical server yet. We haven't digitized organic matter and recoded the genetic sequence of the role in the span of 45 minutes. So I would say no, not yet. Getting there, though. Also, Cathal, I don't think the original Imok quadrilogy is going to get remastered, if I'm being very pessimistic, but the GU collection is a definite must-play. It's incredible. The Victory Banquet. Okay, first things first. Yo, Callus, aren't you having fun? Yeah, but I feel a little uneasy. Oh, really? Well, you've gone through a lot. Now, Callus, now is when things start getting tough. The world's been messed up pretty bad by all this fighting. It'll take generations to rebuild. We're not used to life underground. We may have regained the green earth, but other problems will probably start popping up now. We got a lot of work ahead of us, kid. Why don't we just have a little fun tonight and worry about it later, huh? Yeah, right. That's the spirit. Callus, you've done well. No, he didn't. He just corrected his own mistakes, damn it. Thanks to your efforts, we can celebrate victory. No, it's thanks to the others who trusted me even when I fell to the dark side. Without them, I'd be part of Korhidrai by now. That may be true, but it's our victory all because of you, or rather, people the world over joined together to attain it. Yes, and now, for the next step. We must join together to rebuild our new world. Thank you for your help, King Lodicon. No, many thanks to you for your courageous efforts, Queen Corellia. Ahem. Ahaha. And of course, thank you too, Lord Rodolfo. Aha, thank you, Lord Rodolfo. The way it's spaced out, it makes it sound very sarcastic. Ah, Callus, she is resting in the palace. It's just not the right time for her to join everyone. I wanted to say stay with her, but I thought I should thank you first. Is that so? Even though world peace has been restored, the scar caused by this conflict may last forever. Melodia must live her life bearing that scar forever, but I hope the time will come when she can smile innocently again with a pure heart. Don't worry, I'm sure someday she will. The terrible pain that Melodia and the world have suffered is gonna heal with time. You can count on us to be by her side. Thank you for saying that. I hope I live to see it. Yeah, you should live a long life for Melodia's sake. She'll need you. By the way, Great Mizuti, why are you still wearing the mask? The toxic clouds are gone. You don't need it anymore, do you? That is true. Great Mizuti didn't notice that. Little pop noise. Just imagine that every time somebody takes off the mask, it just goes. Great Mizuti feels a little uneasy. So what are you going to do now, Great Mizuti? Will you go back to Gemma Village? Huh? You can't do that. A whole new world is waiting for Great Mizuti. New chapter. I just noticed that they omitted the part of Great Mizuti. It's now Great Mizuti instead of the Great Mizuti. The new chapter of adventure for Great Mizuti is just beginning. Callus wants to take part in it? Ha ha ha. Sounds like fun, maybe. The was the name of the mask. Without the mask, I am simply great. What? Ah, Callus, what's up? You don't look so happy. It's nothing. I'm having fun, really. Are you, though? Man, this game really does lie dirty, though. Like, he has one of the greatest story potentials within the in-game universe, but man, I was just thinking about the future of my country. Attacks by Mopercio's minions have left it the once proud nation of Alfart in ruins. Rebuilding will not be an easy task. There is no one like King Lodicon or Queen Corellia in Alfart to guide the reconstruction efforts. There's no one to lead our nation. I wonder if peace will ever return to our motherland. Thinking about the people in Alfart and their future, I can't help but worry. I see, but Lyhut, people in Diadem, Anwenwe, and the other nations will never abandon Alfart. We can help each other, right? I know we can. Can't hear the word potential without the new shonen memes about characters with drop potential. I am not aware of this meme. Do share. King Leprechaun and Queen Cordial. It may be true. The empire, that nation that despised others and stood on its own, doesn't exist anymore. We can live together, work together in peace. Thank you. Fucking face. Gets me every time. I say, why don't you become one of the leaders of the New World? I don't think it works like that, Callus, but okay, you do you. Hey Nova, how's it going? That's too much for me. Really? I think you're more than qualified. It's just like, this is your king now, enjoy. He just stands there with that face. So what are you planning to do now? I don't know, but I want to do something I could never do before and never got around to do it. This feeling. It's so strange. I used to never care about tomorrow, but so much has changed. I never imagined I would have these kinds of feelings. Just a second. I really need to use the bathroom. Just a quick second. Hello, I am back. Okay, I need to see this potential meme. Meet potential man. 0 feet, 0 relevance, 7 losses. Potential man has happened due to Jujutsu Kaisen. Do explain. What is the origins of potential man? So this is what people see in Fire Emblem. I get it now. It's true, but it's also dot hack. Not Fire Emblem. I need to stop hitting the microphone. Hey, Savina, why don't you learn how to cook? You set the forest on fire before. I think you would make a great cook. Savina become a cook? Now that sounds interesting. Not a bad idea. Okay, I'll dedicate my first dish to YouTube. Better be ready for anything. The final boss is actually her cooking. How's it going, Takeda? The big twist is going to be that she is the final part of Malpercio or something like that.
Nah. ちょっと付き合ってくれ。
Oh, please do the clever thing and not show the next scene. Damn it! Oh, she just left.
シェラ。
Oh.
「待っていたわ、カラス。いつ気づいたの？
君が俺から離れたあいつと互いに呼び合って。
そう。
それと未来へ行く途中、ジャコモたちに襲われて異空間に落ちた時、あの時君は口を滑らせ。
Explain?
光なき地に光を。一人夜の底を行く我らを。
Oh, she's the will?
一人夜の底を。
そう。すべての命はいつか海へ帰る。私の国の祈りの言葉、覚えてしまったのね。私たちが初め。 うしたの？こんなところで。
Oh, it's gonna be the little thing. You gotta fight the little thing. I'm sure of it.
あの時君は初めて月魂の森で出会ったが、俺はその前にケバルライ村で一度君と会ってる。それがあの時は単に言い間違えたのだろうと思ったんだが、あれは言い
Right.
間違いなんかじゃなかったんだ。
Oh, interesting. They're doing the breadcrumb thing. That if you pay attention in a
あ
certain
の
way,
時
you
君
could
はうっかり
see
口を滑らせたんだ、シェラ。
see a few things if you have the right context. Fuck, what was it again? I know it's during the fight against Sestrin. That is what I remember. Like it's in the fight against Sestrin. And at some point the system itself starts talking to you. Like not the player, but you. Or not the character, but you.
それは君が俺と最初に出会ったのがまさいやたまたま俺たちのやりとりをそうだろ。
Oh, she did not know. No.
あの人は。
Please don't do that, game.
そうだ。その古の力はこの近くのどこかに眠ってるんだ。お前にも協力してもらうぞ。なんとしてもな。俺にはお前の力が必要なんだよ。俺はこの森でロックキャットに襲われて気を失う。気づいた時は打ちどころが悪くて、ショックで記憶が失われてるというわけだ。俺のじゃなくて、お前の記憶がな。俺たちの計画のことも全て忘れて、お前はこれまで通り俺に力を貸すんだ。俺とお前は二人で一人だからな。いや、ダメだ。後には引けない。さあ、始めよう。記憶を消すんだ。
お前はもう我らのもの。この娘と同様に解き放て我らを。千年の闇と千年の孤独と苦痛から。お前には美しい白き翼。世界には死と滅びを。
Weird. The Percy all along.
今のは。何が始まろうとしているの？一体。
どうかなさいましたか、シェラ様。
この人が。
うん。傷はどれも大したことはない。ただ気を失っているだけのようです。
どれでは私たちで近くの村まで運ん
いえ、私たちがこの人を見つけたというのは。
ん？わかりました。となると、このままここに放っておくわけにも。
いいところに来てくれたわ。あなたにお願いがあるの。
一体何を隠してるんだ、シェラ。君は一体何者なんだ。
私はただのシェラ。そして最後の。
But Mimai, on the other hand,
あの日、この森で初めてあなたに会った。なんだかもうずっと月魂の森って月の魂の森という名なのよ。魂が濁って魂になってしまったのね、いつの間にか。
it's weird. They're talking a lot about the soul of something.
私たちも大切なものをどこかにしまい忘れて、そのことさえ忘れてしまって生きてるんじゃないかしら。そうして人を1000年前に5つの大陸が神との戦いで傷んだ地表を離れて、同じように氷の国もクジラの力で空へと逃れたのだけど、その時魔導士たちから私たちに海の鏡の他に
用意はいいか？
ええ。
長く辛い務めになるぞ。
承知しております。それは大地にとどまり、厚い雲の底で日の光を失って生きる道を選んだあなた方も、いつか傷んだ大地が浄化され、再び人が緑の地に帰る時が来るまで、その時まで海を守り、世界を、人を見守り続けてゆきましょう。きっといつか私たちの子供たちが。
我々の子供らが。
さあ、それでは始めましょう。海の水が神々の
今ここに我が一命をもって海を封じ、しばし地上よりその歌を消し去らん。遥か古より途切れることなくこの星に流れ続けてきた。
光なき地に光を、救いなき者に救いを。一人夜の底を行く我らを、海よ、いざないたまえ。
歌を捨て明日を葬る我らを、時よ、いつか許したまえ。
カラス、私の中に海があるの。私たち氷の国の女王は代々海を受け継いできたの。
A whole ass ocean.
海を守り、そうしてまた次の女王に。
まさかそんな。
なたのこと、初めはテートから差し向けられた。でも、その後ですぐジャコモたちに襲われて、そうでないことが分かった。敵なのか、味方なのか分からなかったけど。
You know, somewhere along the line, was just kind of hoping that outside of Callas, these were just kind of a bunch of normal dudes just hanging out together, trying to do their best to save the world. But now it's more and more starting to feel like the game had to make everybody like a special little piece of the puzzle. I'm not sure if I'm like wholeheartedly down with that. Like it would have been cooler for me, honestly, if Zelda was just kind of sad that it was all over, that the whole journey that they'd done together, that it was all over, and that she sort of had like some level of contemplation left about the whole experience.
そばにいて、
Like,
見守っていてあげたかったの。
goddamn it, Rage Fat.
もし私にできることなら、何とかして助けてあげたいと思った。あなたは私に似ていた。普通のマグナスを持った他の人とはどこか違っていて。
So when I got salty at the final boss, I was actually being true to character.
不思議な
Think about it.
命の輝きを秘めていた。精霊が私に降りた時、私もやっぱり直感みたいなものを感じた。今の時代で精霊を宿せるのは、他の人とは明らかに悲しみを負った命だけだって。
どうして黙ってたんだ。なぜ教えてくれなかったんだ。
それは、その時が来るまでは誰にも明かしてはならない決まりなの。それに私にどう言えと。伝説の海は私の中です。さあ一緒に冒険の旅に出かけましょうとでも。
ごめん、悪かった。
うん、私も。エンドマグナスが解放されて、大地もこうして蘇って、私は氷の女王としてカラス、あなたに解放してもらいたいの。
海を解放したらダメだ、できない。
ごめんなさい、こんなこと頼んで。でも私一人の力では同じ精霊を宿したあなたと私たち3人でなら、私の中に眠る海を呼び覚ますことができる。
This line out of context is one of the most beautiful things that has come out of this game so far.
傷ついた大地が蘇った今、みんなが失われた海を待っているわ。お願い、カラス。ありがとう。あなたならきっとわかっ。
ああ、わかった。
Three people working together to make an ocean gush forth.
だからどこにも行くんじゃないぞ、シェラ。
I think that's against US Rage Fat to do that on stream. Okay, don't you dare fight back. Okay?
光なき地に光を。
一人夜の底を行く我らを。
So it's not a minute.
歌をして明日を葬る我らを。
We who have forsaken our song and our buried future.
さればこらよ、いざ行こえ。 りがとうカラス。
まだだ。この世界は私のものだからな。
Game just... You're really giving Return of the King a run for its money, Hey, Opposite View, how's it going?
Come on, boy! お前だけは神がなんだ。古の力がなんだ。見ろ。とくと見ろ。私はもうこの世界そのものだ。宇宙そのものになるんだぞ。
こいつは
Heavy machine gun.
Hey, Phonic, how's it going?
術が
姫様みんな
お前たちもさっさと諦めて私と一つになるがいいぞ。
That is a really good laugh. Okay. Sup, thumb? We're gonna have to explain that with an hour and a half cutscene, unfortunately. I don't know what this man is capable of, but I'm hoping it's not a whole lot. I'm just gonna try something here. Watch this fucker do more damage than the final boss. Diglett's final form. Oh, okay. I think it's Callus that I have to do this with. Okay, so how do for the people that play this, how do spirit attacks work? Is that the changed icon of the card? Is that when you get a special? Or is it when you have one slot remaining of the 9 allows you to do that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck! Could have ended it right there. Well, at least you do a sufficient amount of damage, so that's nice. I will poison the earth. So there is a fast way to do this fight, and that's by doing a special attack. So I'm hoping that I get another opportunity for that. Oh no, he's doing more damage. It's like the earth is singing opera. Kind of uncanny.
What a deep game.
Yeah. I don't know, like, I do have a little bit of trouble keeping my attention with the game because, like, I feel like it should have ended like 3 bosses ago. I felt like it would have been better. to just allow the allow like an emotional moment to play out and then hit the credits on a hopeful but melancholic note. But this is kind of starting to feel like a little bit of overindulgence. Yeah, just keeps on going. Just gonna throw all my offensive stuff at it. And 1, and 2, and 3. That's simple. Like, it's not like it's a massive fight or anything, but just feels like a little bit overindulgence. Like, it's kind of like, so in Xenogears, like Xenogears is probably my best base of comparison when it comes to like long form storytelling that this team has done. In that, in Xenogears, you constantly have like these little moments where you experience a bit of a character's backstory, and then you progress the plot through that backstory. So, like, every step of the way you get to know your characters a little bit better, and every step of the way they grow more as a party. As such, like, these little moments, as like 54 hours into the game, are still fresh and fun because the characters are well written, they're giving ample screen time, they're constantly evolving, and they're constantly growing along with you as the player. Then you get to the Revelation disc, which is the second disc, and then sort of like the actual plot starts to unravel. And yeah, sure, you're about 70 or 80 hours into the game at that point, but outside of a lot of reading, it doesn't feel like that, because like every step of the way adds something to the story. With this, it feels like a lot of the moments that would have been emotionally impactful or well done or well constructed are set aside for cinematic pieces that somebody concocted on the toilet. It's very much a wouldn't it be cool if, and the whole room just goes yes. And as a result, we now have let me count them up. I've written it down. That's my grocery list. We now have 5 optional pieces at a 5 optional storylines of about 3 to 4 hours each, which guide the player through a massive side story that develops the characters that you've had further at a moment where it's not viable to do that in the story, thus deflating the tension at the end of the narrative. Like, there's a moment where everybody's going like, oh, we're running out of time. And then there's a mandatory bit. We have to sit through an NPC explaining in detail what else you can do to power up for the final fight. It's really bizarre. We ended up only doing 3 of the 5, but basically each character has like a little bit of a separate arc that you can go through that kind of delves a little bit deeper and develops the characters a little bit. Lyud's is really good, by the way. If you play this, do not skip on Lyud's side story. It's probably the best part of this game. In general, Lyud is one of the best characters in this game, hands down. But then, like, after... So before this, you have to go through the same boss twice, so you're already kind of wasting time. Then you have these 5 stories, which are optional, but not really, because they unlock, like, the best abilities of all the characters, which you can't get anywhere else in the game. And you do kind of need them, especially Zella's light explosion. Then you have, in order, the same bosses, right? There's no visual difference whatsoever. There is no mechanical difference whatsoever other than the elements that they do. So you have water, Chronos, fire, wind, light, which are the same bosses. Then you fight Malpercio for the first time, who represents the dark aspect of the gods. Then you fight Malpercio for the second time, and now we're fighting a thumb. And this has been the last 20 hours of the game. It's been nothing but arbitrary boss fights back to back to back to back, and it really kills the narrative. Like, I am partially still invested because I do want to see like the conclusion to the story, but there is a level of overindulgence going on in this game that is kind of unparalleled with what Xenoblade 2 does. But instead of running away from its own narrative and just kind of bloating it like, we'll get to that later, and then never getting to it, they overindulge by over-explaining it. Now, I will say, when the writing is good, the writing is fucking fantastic. This game has some of the best writing in the genre from that era, in my opinion. Like, the way that Callus's betrayal was built up and breadcrumbed throughout the game, and just Zella's inconsistencies with the stories and all that. It's all really good up until like the final bit. Once you start the assault on Kor Hydrai, the final dungeon, it sort of starts crumbling apart in a way that is kind of insulting for someone who invested 60 hours into this game already. Like, it's not like, oh, it's personal now. No, it's mostly I want to beat this game so I can make the 60 hours that I invested getting up until this point matter. And that's not how you want to end a game. It's kind of like Final Fantasy IX, where you have the... it's a weird comparison, but I've never really... I never really enjoyed the fact that after Kuja, you get to fight Necron, because he is never fully built up. Like, he's mentioned like once or twice, and one of them is optional throughout the game. Like, it's always been Kuja and the more human experience that drives Final Fantasy IX. So, like, having the final boss just kind of show up kind of juxtaposes the idea of the entire game. And he's also one of the most unfair son of bitches I've ever faced as a final boss. Now, granted, you can circumvent that, but he has some really, really gnarly strategies. But what I'm saying is, like, the culmination of your narrative should be satisfying and not like riddled with these kind of moments. Like, Gelda Blame wasn't a loose threat. Gelda Blame was dead for the narrative. You're just doing this because you had a cool idea that says, like, oh, what if... Hey, Franzel, how's it going? Like, Final Fantasy IV with Zamaziramus, you never hear from him until the end of the game, as the entire way it's been goal-based. Yeah, pretty much. Like, we need a big bad, but, you know, we didn't want to build him up. Like, this is a gimmick fight, don't get me wrong, and I'm mostly just complaining to kind of get it out of my system. I'm also sick, so I'm a bit more complaining than usual. But it's a reason why I made like a task list. I didn't make a list of things that I wanted to do in the game. I made a task list of things that I needed to do in order to complete the game, to convince myself that I was only like 2 fights away. And it's kind of like, I don't know if you've ever I don't know if you've ever done a Lord of the Rings trilogy, but watch the extended versions back to back. Like, by the time you get to Return of the King and the ending of it, you're mostly you're no longer focused on like resolving the narrative. You're mostly focused on when does it fucking end. And when a game does that, you know you've overstayed your welcome. Well, the general idea is cool, right? It's just in the wrong place in the story. This would have been a great optional boss or something like that, just as an idea. Like, Gelda Blame literally, because we released the End Magnus into the rest of the world, Gelda Blame's essence basically got spread around the world, and now he is a ground penis. But like he's not a threat or anything. That's kind of the thing, right? This isn't something that I'm doing because it is like a very important part of the video game or something like that. We're doing this because the story demands that we have a resolution against Geldablame, who we didn't care about to begin with. So like the whole thing feels kind of pointless, if you ask me. But we already had the final boss fight. That's kind of the thing, right? We already had Malpercio twice, 3 times. Which is also bullshit because Mizuti has been established to be able to 1v1 the freaking god of destruction. There's a little bit of plot contrivance going on and I'm not gonna let it go, damn it. I've invested too much time into this already. Oh, that's a good face. Okay, I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Hit me more. Thank you. I think I completely wasted my opportunity to finish this fight when I really needed to finish it. Whoa. These are a lot of like extra turns that this guy is getting. But that's also a thing that I'm kind of a little bit miffed about with this game. A lot of the difficulty of it comes from the bosses simply getting extra turns, no like strategical things. Like it isn't like somebody used SMT's mod fight as an example, and I don't really think that works because you can easily circumvent a lot of the things that that boss does by having the correct strategy or by preparing in a certain way. This is mostly just outliving the damage being done to you. And for me, like it hurts the overall experience by quite a lot. And I'm not trying to be overly cynical here. I'm just trying to kind of explain my viewpoints on the specific commentary that I deliver. Like I don't want to be just yelling. It is really funny though. Like sometimes his animations line up with the little opera bit. It makes it look like the ground thumb is, though that's also a good face, is singing opera. And I kind of live for that kind of silliness. How much can I heal? Oh, jeez. The answer is a lot. Huh? Huh? Oh, good guess. Hey, Rosa, how's it going? Beat the final boss, though. This is just the thumb. Yeah, you should be getting really close. Don't overindulge. Just hit him with what you got. Yeah, okay, fine. I'll take the reshuffle. But like one of the things I frequently stumble into when it comes um to like my own mindset when it comes to RPGs in general or games in general is that it's really easy to kind of emphasize the negative without like like constructing some decent criticism about it. Like, oh, but why do you dislike this part? If I say ridiculous nose, oh boy, that's just evil, buddy. Please, something change? Oh, well, no, okay. Can we kill the thumb? Every once in a while, he pulls a face that just makes me go like, yeah, that's a Gelda blame face right there. Oh, nice. We're currently in a sort of arbitrary final boss fight where Zella and Callus got caught off guard by the evil emperor that died like halfway through the story. What, you never seen an opera singing thumb before? Quite a spectacle, I guarantee that much. At least they had the courtesy, I will say this, at least they had the courtesy to make it like as silly and as goofy as you can imagine a fight like this being. I'm just gonna throw as much damage at this guy as I can. If something changes, we can easily use that card. Oh, that's it. Wait, no? Do we really have to, like, do, like, is it a Chrono Cross thing? We have to do something really fucking specific? I wouldn't be too surprised if it was a Chrono Cross thing. Yeah, no, I misclicked. I wanted to go to the thing that changed, but didn't take into account that the hand would shuffle forward. So I'm still hoping that we're gonna get a quite a decent change in a bit. But something tells me we won't. It's fine though, the boss has a limited amount of HP. We just haven't reached it yet. I say that, but, you know. Congratulations, we killed the Earth and can become as ocean. We. That was the Emperor.
Shera様、あなた方お二人は伝説となり。
なりたくなんかない。カラス、2年前私が見た夢は世界の破滅の予知夢なんかじゃなくてあなただった。暗い森の奥で誰かを抱きかかえて泣き叫んでるあなたの姿だった。私はあなたのそばにいてあげたかった。私は似合いの二人に。
Yeah, we have to branch into a romantic side plot. It's important.
シェラシェラバカ野郎どこにも行かないってシェラ
That's not an ocean, that's a rain cloud. Congratulations, you restored the world only to immediately kill it.
Hey, halten Sie die Klappe!
No, I won't. Just the ice country plummets down, the entire world gets destroyed by a tsunami. Millions die.
Rank up!
Late to the show, have we Baten the Kaitos boss yet?
Yes, we have. Thank you for the 22 months, Molikoff. Really freaking appreciate it. Okay. Oh, he's gonna turn around? Oh. No, they did not. No. Should have kept the FMV for that one. Okay, that was kind of worth the off-stream grind. Just for the stupid whale shot alone. That was something. Also, Melodia has blue hair now. Or turquoise. Or white.
ああ聞こえる
精霊の話は聞いたことがあるでしょう。決して交わることのない、そこから届く誰かの 本当は精霊をこの世界に呼び出す必要なんかないのよ。精霊たちの方が私たちのことをこんなにも別々の世界でそれぞれ見果てぬ夢を見て悲しく憧れて。
If I don't advance the dialogue, will she keep spinning? I take that as a yes.
互いに惹かれ合うの。きっと魂の近い者同士が。
This is past rebound girlfriend. Because Melodia has blue hair now.
気に入られたみたい。
Like is a strong word, considering I'm supposed to be the spirit. Hey, Glyude, the main character, damn it.
精霊が降りてきて何か想像もつかないような素敵なこと。
Yeah, he's alright. Better than the chick that was spinning in circles for like 20 minutes. Went for the more stable option.
あ、いや、その、名前は
Oh, fuck yeah. Oh, no! Could have retconned myself.
それがお前の名前か俺はカラス。今日から俺たちは
I just realized this scene was more zoomed in the first time around.
それじゃあ、よろしくな。そうだ。あの夜、俺たちがお前をこの世界に呼び寄せた。お前が俺たちのことを呼んでたんだよ。お前は何を探してたんだ？どうしてこの世界へやってきたんだ？何か大事なものを追い求めて、わけもわからずに、それでこの世界へやってきたのか？
I didn't listen to what he said.
そいつはお前自身のいつかきっとお前が決して諦めない限り俺たちはここで出会った。ここで別れよう。お前と一緒に旅ができて今日までありがとう。
Please, everybody start waving. Everybody start waving. Like, I'm thinking of the absolute silliest thing that this game can do, and just everybody faces the camera, stares directly in it, and starts waving. Bye, player.
「行っちまった。もう聞こえないよ。さよなら。」
カラス、ねえねえこれ見て。
なんだこれはシェラのペンダント。
海岸で拾ったんだ。シェラの声が聞こえるんだぜ。
なんだって？
うん、本当だよ。聞いてみなって。 ただいま。
本当にシェラなのか？
ええ、お化けじゃないわよ。
That's what a ghost would say.
約束したでしょ。どこにも行かないって。
So, Adrian, remember when we talked about, like, restraining yourself for the betterment of the narrative during the final boss of Owlboy? This is like the exact opposite of what you guys did. Like, where Owlboy sort of wraps up in a very narratively sound and satisfying way, this is just kind of like, oh, man. The water made my new girlfriend go back.
ミーマイたち、クジラのおかげよ。
Oh yeah, so the whale spat you out. Like the whale spat out the entire fucking ocean. Okay.
海を解放してバラバラになって消えようとしていた私をあの子たちが一つにしてくれたの。
Drank me right up.
コロス？大丈夫。私はもうどこ。
You know what would have been a great ending? Honestly? Like outside of them just waving at the camera. When Kalos like releases the player, that would fade to black, and when you say goodbye, it sort of starts rolling the credits. That would have worked so much better.
よかった。間に合って。あなたにはどうしてもちゃんとお礼と。あなたのおかげで私たち、そしてありがとう。そしてさようなら。いつまでも。
Oh, they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it.
あばよ。暇があったらいつでも遊びに来いや。
Please do the face.
なくしたものも多かったけど、それでも僕らはあなたから受け取さようなら。
今度は水地様がそっちに遊びに行くね。水地様と一緒にびっくりドッキリ大冒険よ。いいね。
任務完了。作戦は無事。ありがとう。
Everybody.
Wow, what a deep game.
Please clap. Wait, is this a kill screen? Oh wait, no, it's fading. We're gonna get post credits. Before the year is over, my friends. Before the year is over. Wait, did I miss gifted? Oh, wait, no, that was yesterday. Or the day before. No more last boss fights, thank God. I'm gonna try to be as concise as I can be, given my current state. Like I want this game to be good. Like Muffin Joyer said, like it doesn't really surprise me that you forgot about this, given that the game refuses to end. Um, I think a lot of my frustration back in the day would have been the same, where like at some point you just gotta say like, okay, we gotta stop. Um, like the writing in this game is at its best exceptional. Like the way it foreshadows plot twists are outside of like the last bit always makes sense to a degree. Like if you look at the narrative in a certain context, you can see the twist coming from a mile away. But that last bit, man, that last bit is so detrimental to the entire experience. Like if it would have just been like, oh, we're gonna go to Kor Hydrai and fight Malpercio and then have like a celebration, Shella turns into the ocean. We say goodbye to the player character and the screen just fades to black. It would have been fine. Like it would have been an ending of an hour at max. But we're sitting here 2.5 hours into a stream and we've only done the final boss fights. Like 2 fights. That's all we did. Like, one of the things that happens when you do that is you kind of rob a player of their achieved victory. It sort of undermines all the effort that the player has put into it um, throughout the overall experience, and I kind of feel like that was not entirely the intention behind it. Like, the people that made this obviously knew how to write a good story, but what they don't really know is how to end it. And I feel like that's kind of outside of Xenogears. I haven't played Xenoblade to its completion because I only played the second game, which was the only one that got a PAL release. But you see this in Xenoblade Chronicles 1 and 2 as well. I haven't played 3. X is because it's standalone, it sort of just ends. Like it ends with an open ending, but it ends nonetheless. And like because of that, like it just robs the narrative, the story that you've been following that has been so well crafted, so well orchestrated up until that point. It all sort of crumbles the foundation that it's built upon and that it built itself upon, and the building just starts sinking into the earth. The tower that you build is now toppling over, and there's nothing you can do about it but watch it just eventually fall into dust. And that's a shame. Like I really want this game to be a little bit more than that. It's not something that that is going to deter people that are kind of prepared to sit for that, but through that. But it, for me, to see a game go from incredible heights of storytelling and incredible heights of like mechanical design and stuff like that to the absolute slog that was the finale was painful. Like I said, I made a task list. I'm not, again, very consciously not using the word checklist for this, but I made a task list at some point to just get myself motivated to actually go through to the end, because otherwise I probably would have dropped a game after the Giacomo fight. That was kind of the point where I think a lot of people in chat also kind of had the same reaction as I had, where it was like, "Oh, come on, game. Come on, you've been so much better than this." So like I want to um I want to be like, "Oh, this game is good. Like get this game." But it's such a hard recommend. Also, get this game good, but not game good. I am speaking in riddles now. I can assure you, dear player, the thumb boss is crucial to the plot. We're here for lore, damn it. Behold this thumb. But yeah, it's, man, how do I describe this game? I'll probably go into more detail once I'm a little bit better and get sit down for it with the review. But I do think that inherently me and Monolith Soft are just fundamental opposites when it comes to approaching game design. Like Monolith has a real big tendency to create grand stories that are supposed to feel grand, but ultimately feel like an overindulgence of ideas that should have been left on the cutting room floor. Like, it's kind of the same with Xenoblade Chronicles once you get the Monado twist. Then you're like, oh man, this is the best game ever. And then you get to the final stretch and it's just dragging your feet through the mud. But the combat is too slow paced and RNG based for my taste. That's fair. Like I really liked it, but it's also a very fresh take on turn based combat. Like it's a very unique way of approaching it. That's one of the stronger aspects I feel with this game. Like it's not definitely not going to be for everybody, but if you enjoy deck building, if you enjoy like that sort of thinking on the fly or reacting on the fly type of gameplay that certain turn-based RPGs have, then this is definitely something that you're going to want to look out for. I'm kind of hoping that Origins will do a little bit better. It's definitely something I want to tackle somewhere in the next year, hopefully. I'm going to steer clear of any Monolith for a while, though. Because like I've been noticing this with Xenogears with Xenoblade, both Xenoblade and Xenoblade X, that there is a certain level of fatigue that comes with a game that is this size. Like it definitely takes the wind out of the sail for a bit once you're done with it, and I'm not sure if the sensation that I'm feeling right now is like a weight of my shoulders because the game is finally over or that I like was truly invested in the ride. What I do know is that the way that the end act is structured deflated all my investment in the story. Everything takes so long in battle. That's true, especially once you get the, like Giacomo was a really great example of this, where the fights just ended up going nowhere. Like it wasn't a threat, it was just sitting through the same animation cycles over and over again without any means to like speed them up. One of the things I would like to see if they ever patch this is them adding a toggle speed up. That once you're in like the big animations and you've already selected your defensive cards that you want to select, that you can just toggle it and it speeds up the animations so that you can shave off a lot of the time that you're just kind of sitting there waiting for animations to finish. Goes both ways, by the way. But the way they've implemented it right now is that they basically can the Switch even handle a speed up in the game? Yes, it can. The big but is that the game is programmed in a way that it can't handle the speed up itself. Because what it does is it lowers the amount of time as well that you can spend selecting a card. So if you have 6 seconds to decide your first turn, which isn't a whole lot, by the way, because you only get to see your hand once your turn starts. So it's like the hand pops up, you have 6 seconds on the clock to decide your move, and then you execute upon what you've selected in the best way possible. If you double that speed, your reaction time has to double as well. Same goes for the defensive side of things, but like it's definitely one of those types of games that I feel like is more engaging to play than to watch. Like outside of the plot, like the plot just goes insane. But like as a player, I really enjoy this combat. It's definitely a slog at times, but the other end is that during tense moments it can be really tense, like you having to hit specific spots on the judgment ring to beat a boss or something like that in Shadow Hearts, for instance. The battle system necessitates a certain degree of slowness to allow the player time to play their hand. Yeah, pretty much. Like it's a lot of like on-the-fly absorption of information and acting upon that. But like the only other complaint I feel like I have is that they waste one of the best characters and delegate one of the two. His story to just being optional side content. Lyud's whole stance in the story is incredibly unique. You have someone that abandons um, the empire as a means as a response to the atrocities that they committed. You have someone that never liked the empire to begin with, and there's Lyud, who's still part of the empire and believes that the empire is good for something in the right hands, but cannot abide by the actions that the emperor is taking. And that way that plays into the story is incredibly dark. It's incredibly well executed upon, and the guilt that he bears with him throughout the story is incredibly undersold. Like his side story to get his final class up and his final move is gut wrenching. Like it brought me to tears. That's how good it was. So like it's a very I'm very torn with where to place this game. Like it's definitely not a game that I'd recommend to everybody. Like I'd still recommend like support these kind of releases if you're able. Because it just means that you're going to get more good remakes and hopefully, fingers crossed, Dot Hack Imok at some point. Which, if that releases, I'm dropping everything. But yeah, it's conflicting. Like, I definitely like a lot of aspects of this game, but I equally dislike certain aspects of it. It's not enough to deter me from fully playing it, but it is enough to say like, okay, this is enough Baten Kaitos for me for a while. And that's unfortunate. Like I love it when a game ends and you're just kind of sitting there going like, oh, that was a hell of a ride. Not, oh, it finally ended. Jesus Christ, I needed this. So with that said, I'm gonna send Baten Kaitos home with a 6.5. I originally wanted to give it an 8, just to kind of give you an idea of how much it dropped, but that final act was a little bit much. And chat sends it home with a 6. So like good little middle ground, I'd say. Um, so yeah, it's that's gonna be it for Baten Kaitos, I guess. Um, so unfortunately, I have tested positive for COVID, and I'm starting to really feel like it's ramping up a lot. So this is also where I'm going to call it for today. My apologies for the shorter stream. Really appreciate everybody joining though. Thank you so much. Hopefully I've been somewhat cohesive. Um, that said, I don't know if I'm gonna make it for the Friday stream. I'm gonna try my best to rest up in the coming days, and hopefully I'll feel good enough to do a Friday stream. Maybe do a Saturday stream instead if I'm not feeling good or whatnot. I'll keep you guys posted. So yeah, um if I don't stream Friday or Saturday because I'm not feeling too good, a sincere thank you for everybody who stuck with the channel throughout this year. Thank you so much. I really appreciate all the support and all the help and all your company throughout these wonderful journeys and these wild rides. It's been a bit of a hectic year for me in a positive direction, and I'm hoping to steer the ship into more positive horizons on the next year. And hopefully, you guys will join me for that journey in next year. If granted, if I'm not streaming on Friday, otherwise this whole spiel is going to be a bit redundant and repeated on Friday. But nonetheless, thank you all so much. You all have been a wonderful audience and a fantastic community. I couldn't wish for a better community as a streamer, honestly. So thank you. Keep being excellent. Keep being beautiful. And happy holidays to all of you. And happy New Year's. Also, happy Urguys. Urguys does make me happy. Let's see. Is there somebody who we can raid? There's somebody. Yeah, probably.
The Bouncer.
We can raid the bouncer. Is there a bouncer on stream? No, but Retrograde Tom is playing Quest for Glory, which is always a lot of fun. Retrograde Tom is a great dude. Plays a lot of, retro games. A lot of wacky point and click adventures and stuff. But yeah, sincerely, thank you all so much. I'm kind of underselling it, but your support means the world. Thank you so much for supporting all the shenanigans of this year. Thank you so much for being here. And thank you so much for just enjoying and laughing and yelling at. I really appreciate it. If I'm back on Friday, I'll be back with Tales of Zillia 2. And if not, happy holidays. Hopefully y'all are gonna have a fantastic time and a happy New Year's. Stay safe. And hopefully see y'all in the next one. Until that moment arrives, stay beautiful. Keep on gaming, my dudes. And I'll see y'all next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.